Okay. Alright, time to start recording this video. Alright, let's go. So over this last year, what the heck?
Order 2 green, 1 sugar.
Por favor, un taza de café, 2 leche, unas sugar. Gracias.
Ask where the university's library is.
¿Dónde está Universidad's biblioteca? Is that...
How is your brother doing? In Spanish.
Is that really necessary? Like, if we're being, like, honest, like...
92.
What?
92.
93?
The first 2 digits of your IP address.
Mi hermano es bien. So I spent a year with the owl, and they're a bit temperamental. Anyways, since the beginning of last year, I've spent time learning basically every day, although I missed a few days. And I'm still above 80% of my days hit, so I'm still a winner. Which for me is a success. Using the app for a year to learn specifically one language was really neat and was great because I managed to learn a good amount without needing to dedicate any excessive amount of time at all. Is what I would say if I was a paid shill, which I'm not. The good. Duolingo is genuinely a good app for learning the basics. I won't dish that. And I think for a language that does not use the same alphabet as your own is probably really great. However, for Spanish, I feel it's good for getting you up to speed. The issue is if you're not struggling with reading, it becomes niche really, really quickly. For instance, right now, I can do some pretty basic things and I'll cut the crap and say what I feel so far. Duolingo is targeted towards and great for people who wanting to travel. If you can do about 5 lessons a day and retain it, not like the whole bubble, I mean the little mini sections in between, I would argue you're good enough for a trip to that country that speaks said language. You won't be fluent, you won't even be good at it, but you'll be able to get around and say the basics. The issue is Duolingo is very built around the idea that you'll be traveling and will be needing it for its utility, which is honestly good, I would bet. However, my issue is I don't want to learn Spanish to navigate. I want to learn it to converse with people in other languages. And so far, I don't feel like I can do that after about 300 days of learning. At the time of writing, which is December 11th, current time of recording is December 30th. Cross that 300-day mark, baby, let's go! I can understand very basic things, and I can do very simple things such as who, what, when, where, why, how, with some asterisks. The bad. At the aforementioned date, I attempted to take part in my first non-structured Spanish engagement. I attempted to watch a Spanish movie I haven't watched before in Spanish, El Halcon, Sed de Vengeda. Vengeda? Vengeda. One of those, I'm sure. Again, not fluent. At 2:55, I had to turn on the subtitle. I was so far gone because language is far more contextual than the basics who, what, when, where, why, need, blah, 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 blah. So, I would love to be singing high praises, but it's really hard for me to understand everything properly when I sort of just can't. What makes things worse overall is that Duolingo recently started to take part in dark patterns. To make the free tier worse, making it so that you no longer can easily practice lessons and keep your streaks going. Hiding it away so that you think you need to watch an ad or pay to be able to continue. I think Duolingo is really amazing as a supplementary or even primary learning source as long as you do more than 5 minutes a day and you have some other context in that area to help you learn for about the first 3 months. After that, you will need to supplement it by either getting a proper textbook or engaging in some other way in an attempt to actually learn the language. If you don't do that, you're going to end up spinning your wheels, and even if you're trying earnestly and not just passively letting the knowledge flow over you, you're still not going to be able to properly lock in and understand everything. So this New Year's, and the reason why I'm releasing this video here, is because if you want to learn a language, that's great. That's awesome. Feel free to use Duolingo, but in its current state and with the aggressive ads and everything else that Duolingo is doing, I can't recommend that you base your resolution around Duolingo. If you want to try it in other ways, go for it. If you want to make Duolingo part of it, great. Get a textbook, some other trusted learning resource, and try that first. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Bye!